Right, good morning everyone. Thanks for coming back to watch another exciting instalment of Jason Visits Teesside's famous parks. Third and final one today, and it's my favourite one for a couple of reasons. Unfortunately, they've got some work going on over there. I think it's part of the 1825 Darlington Railway restoration project. So the railway used to run down there, but I'll talk a little bit about that in the drone footage. Let's go for a little walk round. Car park just here. We've got Butterfly World, skate park, cafe, play park, and then the museum. Let's go and have a look. So I thought this is probably the best place to start with Preston Park, because this bit here is Preston Park Museum. I'm sure if you live in Teesside, you've been with the kids before. It's got an old Victorian street, and you can walk around these stately rooms. It's quite nice. Kill an hour, but they're actually building a massive new part as well. I don't know too much about it, but I'm gonna have a little walk around there and have a look. And then we'll have a little walk around all the way around the back there. That's where I came in and parked, but then I'm going to walk all the way around to where the river is, and I'll bring you back if there's anything that I think's interesting. So yeah, that's the main hall. So I think I mentioned as I came in about the old 1825 railway line and where it used to run. So it looks like they're going to showcase something to do with the original line when they build this new place as well, which is great because it's a massive part of our local heritage, and it's great that it's been recognised a little bit more. It's going to look fantastic when this is done. Looks like it's been blended with the old original street. I can't wait to see it. That's the back of the new museum that they're building. There's the entrance to Preston Hall over there. Another little bandstand here. Nowhere near as nice as Roppner Parks. I mean, come on Preston Park, let up your bandstand game. Over there we've got some the gardens. So if you paid for entry into the museum, you can walk around those gardens, and they're really, really nice. I've been in there a few times. This little bandstand brings back good memories, because during COVID, that first lockdown when the weather was nice, I used to come up here quite a lot, often with the kids on our bikes, just to get our daily exercise in, often for the 9th time that day. But hey ho, we're all still here still. So yeah, we used to have a little picnic on there. It's quite good fun. Just on the other side of there's a little miniature railway. And as a kid, I remember coming up here, might have been my mum or my dad or someone brought me up, but they would have had to because I was a little kid and lived 30 miles away. But yeah, there's a little miniature railway. I don't know if it's still open, I've never seen it working, but as a kid it was always pretty cool. So I might go and have a little look around there and see if I can spot anything. So yeah, this is just the bandstand. It's a bit of a quieter area, especially in the summer, but the other side of that wall there, got the gardens. So it looks like the little miniature railway is still running, and I think that's where it's parked. And you've got your tracks which come over here, and there's a little sign saying trains running Sundays, and there's the track. So yeah, looks like it's even running through the window. So I'm just in the woods which run at the very back Preston Park. We've got the road which will come along there, that's the Yarm Road. If you go that way, it takes you back to sort of going away in Stockton, A66 that way. But this bit's quite interesting. So I don't know if the camera can make it out, but there's a raised bit all the way along, and where that raised bit is where the original Darlington to Stockton railway track ran. So that's the first passenger railway track that was built in the world. I'm sure you all know that history, I won't bore you with it. But that's where it ran. Now obviously the metal tracks aren't there anymore, but as recently as 10 years ago, you could still find some of the sleepers here. So that's what I'm going to go and have a look for now. I'll put it on camera, but it's just out of my own personal interest because I enjoy stuff like that. So yeah, the railway track, there it is. The current railway track is about 150 metres beyond them houses over there. Right, I've just dropped down there from the old aviary. Is that how you say it? Aviary? I'm sure they used to have birds in there when I was a kid. And I've just come down here to the little place where the Teesside Princess docks sometimes. Considering it's a December morning, look how calm the River Tees is. That calmness is about to be destroyed actually, because there's a school trip just coming down that hill, so I probably won't film much when they're there. I'm about to walk up there, but I just wanted to show you how calm the Tees was this morning. Incredible. Right, you can see the backside of Ingleby up there. I've just been chatting, I've seen my neighbours funnily enough, so we've just been chatting for half an hour there. So again, you've got the Tees just over there. And I'm just walking back up here, goes up and round, back to the car. If I see anything interesting, I'll obviously bring you back, but if not, the drone footage will be coming on soon. So thanks for watching. Right, so now the drone's up, you can see Preston Hall Museum there and the new extension which has been built. I'm going to give you a little bit of history about Preston Park and Preston Hall Museum. So it was initially built, the hall that we can see now, or most of it, in 1825 by David Burton Fowler. There are plans, an 1820 plan of the park, showing what it looked like when Fowler first bought it. Pretty much an agricultural estate, had 4 farms on there, a quarry and some brickworks, and it was much bigger than the 100 acres we see today. And it was like that until about 1882. It stayed in the Fowlers' families for a little while, until around about 1882, where Robert Ropner, who we heard a little bit about earlier, who was custodian of Ropner Park, he bought it in 1882. Or some of it, but over the preceding decades he built on it, he improved the hall, and it stayed in their family up until around about World War II, or the end of the World War II, and it was sold to a property developer. I couldn't find out their names, but it was failed and it didn't quite take off. They were going to build houses there, but for whatever reason it didn't work, and then it passed into public hands. The Stockton Council took over it. In the 1953, June the 3rd, 1953, Preston Hall was officially opened for the first time as a public museum, and it's been growing ever since. 2008, they opened up the Victorian Street. Pretty good. It shows what life was like in Victorian times, traditional Stockton Street. As we're looking over now, I don't know what the new bit's going to include, but I think there's a nod towards the 1825 down to Stockton Railway. Over the years, Preston Park's seen quite a few different attractions. It was a showground for a long time. It's, I think in the video I mentioned the Teesside Small Railway, which still runs, Butterfly World. There's a cafe and park area, along with a skate park, and Quarry Woods, fantastic walk around them woods. Now, there was the railway line which ran through there,
which I talked about in the video. Now that ran, it was there until 1852, which I think it's fantastic because I'm interested in things like that. And I think on the next little bit of the drone footage, you'll be able to see roughly the path of where the track ran, the original track. To the left of there is where the current line runs, but where the drone's following now is roughly the route of the 1825 railway. Some of it you can still see, certainly the mounds in the ground. I think it's pretty cool. Apparently back in the 70s, 80s, there was a zoo also at Preston Park. I can't ever remember seeing it, but I have spoken to people who say they can remember it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe.